So many network marketers fall in love with a health and wellness product, and then they realize that there's an incredible opportunity to build the lifestyle and income of their dreams. But what happens when you get started and you run out of friends and family to talk to, and what you're doing on social media just isn't quite getting you where you want to be? Well, the truth is it's probably not your fault. It just takes a little marketing know-how that you may not be getting from anywhere else. So on this podcast, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've been able to learn from all of my top earner friends and mentors. I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what it takes to get people excited about the wellness products that you have to offer, to help people improve their lives, and to get you to the rank that you want to be at. My name is Soraya Goddard, and this is Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Hello, everybody. Happy 2019. I am going to finally, after promising you guys this for a while, go over my notes and some of the highlights of the retreat that I went to in early December. Yes, I understand that it is January already. It has been a nutso 60 days in a great way, like a great 60 days. But I've been a little behind on podcasting, so I'm going to be catching up. And I'm so excited to share with you guys an overview and just a peek inside of the Top Earner Club. So some of you know what this is, but for those of you who don't, I am in a mastermind. What a mastermind is, they're all a little bit different, but it's generally a term that is used to describe a group of people who come together, typically under a leader or mentor of some sort. And it's like a safe space, right? To share ideas and to encourage each other and to learn things, usually under that guru. Well, I am in Ray Higdon's mastermind. I know if you listen to this podcast for any length of time, you guys have probably heard me talk about that. And you know that I've basically learned everything that I know about network marketing from him, which is amazing. So I've been in his mastermind for almost 2.5 years now, which is crazy. It's incredible. Oh my God, I don't even know how to describe it. It is the only place I want to be, quite frankly. And this is not a plug for his mastermind. Like, I don't get a cut or anything like that. But he is just so smart and so innovative. And not only is he incredible, his wife, Jessica, who also runs the mastermind, a multiple six-figure earner in her own right, maybe even a seven-figure earner. I don't remember. Before they all retired from network marketing, they were crushing it. But the cool thing is that not only are Ray and Jessica amazing, the director of the Top Earner Club is amazing, their whole team is amazing, but also the other people in the mastermind. Oh my God, I learn just as much, if not more, from the other people in the mastermind than I do from Ray and Jessica. So it's just a pleasure. It is like a little getaway that I look forward to twice a year with these incredible people. We actually end up meeting up at each of the Higdon group events. So we all get to kind of meet up and hang out and be in this little world together at least 4 times a year, which is so great. And then we all virtually meet. Well, we're on Facebook. We have like a closed Facebook group, and then there's trainings and there's Zoom calls and all sorts of crazy stuff. So we are constantly talking. And what's really cool about that is if you are in a company, so I have only ever been in one network marketing company. And so I know what my company does for a lot of things, and I know what my team does for a lot of things, but it is so helpful and so beneficial to hear people who are in different companies and what they do, to hear people, and I'm going to name drop here for a minute. So Angel Fletcher, a multiple 7-figure earner in her company, and Jeff Altgilbers, who has 40 years of network marketing experience and is like, I don't know, I think he's got 550,000 people on his team. No big deal, right? So unbelievable network marketing legends. I mean, some of the people who have been in there before, like Simon Chan and John and Nadia Melton and all sorts of people. So I'm so blessed to have spent time with all these people enough that I can get inside their business, ask them questions, all that great stuff. So I just soak it all in. I take lots of notes. All of us, regardless of where we are in our businesses or how much money we're making or anything like that, we get to take notes. It's, again, a safe space where we get to chat. So much fun. So anyways, I'm going to share with you my notes. How does that sound? Yay. All right. So this happened December 7th through 9th. And I'm not going to talk about every single thing I took notes on, but when I went and what I did is I went through my notes and I highlighted the things that I thought you guys might be interested in hearing and that you guys might benefit from. So if you are listening to this and you have a desire to grow your business, you may not be able to use all of this now, but one day this will help you. Or if you have a bigger team, this will help you now. It depends, right? So I'm going to go through a whole bunch of things, but that's kind of a disclaimer. I all the time hear from people who are like, I don't have anyone on my team yet. Okay, well, cool. Get yourself in a mindset and start telling yourself that you are worthy of leading a team and that you are just around the corner. Teammates are coming to you effortlessly and easily, and people want to join your team, and act like someone who people would want to join. And I promise you that will change. So without further ado, I'm going to start off with a really cool analogy that Ray gave us. And this is that working your business is kind of like eating, okay? It is these small, healthy choices every single day that compound to make you fit, or it is these small action steps that you do every single day to grow your business. You can't go to the gym once for 17 hours in a row and expect that your business is going to grow like crazy over the course of a year. You can't crash diet for 3 days, 2 weeks, 1 month and expect that you will be fit, healthy, ripped, whatever for the rest of your life, right? It is the small, healthy choices every single day. Every single day, you should be doing something to grow your business. And so this is a great analogy for us, but also to use that as a way to describe to your new teammates how they should be approaching their business if they want to grow. They need to make small choices every single day that compound. You might not be able to see every single day a payoff, a big payoff, a new teammate, a new customer, etc. But over time, if you're doing those small action steps, the marketing that we talk about in this podcast, the prospecting until your marketing is generating too many leads that you can't even handle them, those types of choices, having conversations every single day, networking every single day, reaching out to customers every single day, et cetera, et cetera. These are the small, healthy choices each day that compound. I just thought that was a brilliant analogy. Absolutely, absolutely brilliant. Okay, totally changing topics. And again, I took notes. I don't want to waste time going into the methodology of like how we structure the whole weekend, but the overview is that there's 2 days of intense masterminding in a conference room setting. So much fun, so much fun. Trust me, so much fun. And then we close out the weekend with an adventure day. And that is always something that the Higdon group plans and surprises us with. And this time we got to go to this amazing horse farm and work with this lady who is part of the Tony Robbins crew on how to recognize the personalities and the essences of these horses. Sounds a little weird, but go with me. And she taught us how through listening and learning through horses, we could apply that same listening and intuition about people's personalities and their drives and their wants and their needs and their desires to humans. You had to be there. I won't even go. That's kind of all I'll say about it. It was an intense day. There was crying. There was love. It was really transformative. It was incredible. It was just a beautiful place. So, so cool. Other masterminds, we've done things like indoor skydiving. We've done, oh my God, the last one before this, we had a private catamaran take us to a deserted island where we had a picnic and seashell hunts and music and all sorts of crazy stuff. So they're all just really unique, fun days. And imagine doing all this with 20 of the best network marketers or 40 of the best network marketers on the planet. It's just a blast. So anyways, I digress. Back to the notes for the first 2 days. So the next thing that I took notes on that I thought you guys might be interested to hear about is incentives and contests. And again, even if you only have 1 or 2 people on your team, some of this can apply. So listen up. So Ray's general guidance to us on incentives, and he is a king, a master at crafting contests and incentivizing people. Really, marketing is just incentivizing someone to take action, right? That's all marketing is. And so you want to, in your team, I'm talking about incentivizing your own team to produce or to take some action. You want to get more people to do a little bit rather than a few people to do a lot of it, right? It just makes sense. Now, yes, of course, if you have someone who's taking massive action in a contest or an incentive or something like that, that's fantastic. But the goal would be to see if you can craft something to mobilize the people who aren't necessarily producing. And there's a couple ways to do that. Number one, don't bite off more than your team can chew. So a lot of people, especially around January, they want to do like a 90-day challenge. We're going to do a 90-day run as a team. Yay! But not many people can consistently work at an intense state for 90 days. I've done it before and it gutted me. It gutted me. In fact, I'm not sure that it was really beneficial. I mean, it was beneficial in some respects, but it also, there was a cost to it that I don't know that I would repeat. So I would discourage you from doing something like a 90-day challenge. But what you can do is you can do a bunch of 7-day challenges or 5-day challenges over the course of 3 months. And you can give people, you know, chunks that they can manage and that they can fit into their busy days and all that kind of stuff. And then just do them here and there. And of course, you can plan that out with whatever fits for your team and your company and your schedule and your promos and all that good stuff. But that's one way to kind of just look at managing your stuff. And if you haven't listened to me talk about the 80, 15, and 5, most, that what we affectionately call the Thompson Rule, named after Larry Thompson, an incredible network marketer of 50 years, he has taught all of us that 80% of your team just wants to make $500 a month. Just wants to pay some extra bills. And so treating them like you might think, if you are one of the 5% in terms of desire, then that would be a mistake. So, and again, we're talking 80, 15, and 5 is not level of accomplishment, it's level of desire. So the desire of most of your team is just to make $500 a month. That's if they're working the business, which many of them aren't, right? A lot of the people you have maybe customers, depending on your comp plan, depending on how your thing is structured. So if you go in and you're like, we're going to run for 90 days straight, you're going to turn off most of the people on your team. There are very few people who that message will resonate with. And so what you could do, though, is to set a low incentive, a small bar that everybody can achieve. And maybe that's getting a certain volume over the course of the month or the course of a week or something like that. Hey, this week, we're going to ask you to get 50 PV or 50 volume, whatever that is in your company. And everybody can achieve that. They can achieve that by enrolling somebody new. They can achieve that by placing an order. And what that might do, again, I just picked 50, pick a number that works with you. But what that could do is that could get some of the people that maybe don't order all the time ordering. That could get people saying, oh, well, I could enroll one person. I could find one person, right? And you might be able to get some people into action that you wouldn't have otherwise. If you do contests where you're like, oh, the person who enrolls the most will win the new car or whatever, right? Like the big prize, then you're going to get people going, oh, well, I can't beat Sally. I'm not going to be able to beat her. I don't have the Instagram following. I don't have this. I don't have that. Excuse. And then they won't even try, right? They won't even try. So if you set a contest where someone has to do a little bit to even get in the contest, then here's where it can get fun. So option A, you can do a contest where people just have to do a little bit, right? Hey, anyone who gets 300 in volume this month, they will, be entered into a drawing to win an iPad. Whatever it is, right? I'm making these I don't know why. It's not like I give away iPads on my team. I don't know. I'm feeling like Oprah as I'm saying these contests. Or you can take the approach where you can have a 2-phased contest where you say, hey, we're going to run a contest for the month of January or the month of February. And to get into the contest, to qualify for the contest, you need to get 100 in volume over the course of the next 2 weeks. Ready, go. Guess what? Anyone who wants in the contest can place an order of 100, right? You didn't say that it had to be a new customer. You didn't say where the volume came from, so they can get that volume however they want. But then for those people who are motivated and who have shown that they can do that, then they get to go on to the next contest. And maybe that contest, so there's like a pre-contest and then a phase 2 or phase 1 and phase 2 of the contest. And in phase 2 of the contest, then you go, okay, here's how this is going to work. For those of you who get another 150 in volume, you're going to qualify for one of these prizes. For those of you who get, $5,000 in volume, you're going to qualify for one of these prizes. And then for those of you who get 10,000, whatever, right? Like escalating volume echelons or something like that. So that way, everybody is motivated by something, and you get everybody into action, or you get more people into action than you normally would. Because the people that are going to run for the highest volume are going to be your main players, right? Your biggest legs, your biggest producers, all that good stuff. But if you can start to get some of the people who don't typically work into action, that is an amazing thing. So I would just challenge you, maybe this doesn't apply directly to you, but what way can you get a lot of people doing a little bit, right? If you meditate on that, if you think about that, write that down, it may start to change your thinking. I know it has changed the way that I think about things. So that was a really cool discussion there. Another incentive, or a way to think about incentives, if you are a leader who has a team that is geographically dispersed, you can incentivize people for you to come visit. So if you have a team, so I live in Washington, D.C. Let's say I have a group of people in Florida who want me to come speak at their event. One way that you could do it, or, do some sort of training or something like that, you could say, absolutely, I will be happy to do that. I would just ask that you guys break this volume, and I will be on the first plane there. I will book my own stuff. I'll pay for everything if you crack this volume, or if you guys achieve this rank, or if you guys get 45 new customers over the next month, whatever it is, right? Give them an incentive. Give them an incentive. Think about everything you can in terms of incentivizing. Now, I'm not saying don't help your people without incentivizing that. That is not what I mean. But I'm saying that you can definitely get them to produce, and as a reward, give them training or a special presentation or whatever it is that applies to you. All right, I'm going to move on. So that was just a fascinating discussion about contests. I hope that helped. I'm actually going to cover one other topic, and then I will make a part 2 to this podcast, because I want these to be consumable in a short amount of time. Okay, so the next thing is just a quote that I thought was freaking brilliant. This is from Jeff Altgilbers, and again, he is a 40-year veteran of the network marketing industry. He knows everybody. It's incredible. He was just at GoPro speaking, just a phenomenal leader. And this quote I just thought was amazing. He said, "It's a monkey see, monkey do business." A monkey see, monkey do business. As in, the people you recruit will look at you and think that that's what they need to do to build their business. So are you doing the things that you want your recruits to be doing? Do they see you doing the things, and can they do them? So if you're an influencer, and we've talked about this on an influencer episode before, but if you're an influencer and you already have a big following, and you have 100,000 people on your Instagram, or maybe you're a doctor and you are just enrolling patients left and right, or whatever it is, you're special for some reason, right? The problem with that is that kind of violates the monkey see, monkey do, because your team can't necessarily become a doctor or grow the 100,000 people on Instagram. So if you are recruiting off your influence, fantastic. But I would also recommend that you do the constant daily things that you expect your team to be doing, and make them visible. Make them visible. One of the things that I did after this mastermind is I started doing online Zoom prospecting. So I typically will reach out and do either customer follow-up or new prospect follow-up and initial outreach on my own. But instead, I thought, you know what? People need to see me doing this. And so I set up a Zoom and had people log on where they could actually watch me, and they could do it on their own, on their end as well. So it's kind of like this virtual prospecting party, which is really cool. And so it's just over Messenger or whatever. I guess you could do it on phones and just have everyone mute each other. But for us, we just did it on Messenger. And so what that does is if somebody needs help or they're like, oh, I'm prospecting this person and they just said this, I don't know what to say back, or whatever it is, whatever they're getting confused about or stuck about, they are there with you and you can answer them virtually, which is really cool. But again, back to his quote, it's a monkey see, monkey do business. What are the things that you should be doing visibly in front of your team and sharing with them that they can easily replicate? For some of you, that's handing out scripts. For some of you, that is showing people how to find new prospects on Facebook. For some of you, that is showing people how to call or use Facebook voice recorder to send messages, or whatever it is, whatever method that you use to talk to new people and get them in, make sure that you're doing it visibly so your team can basically copy you. All right, I hope those tips helped. I know that, none of this is really about marketing. This is kind of team management stuff, but hopefully it helped. Hopefully it also gives you an insight into, some of the things and some of the way that the top earners in our industry think, which I think is worth the price of admission to my mastermind alone. So anyways, all right, I'm going to end it there and I'll pick up on the next episode with some more tips. Bye, guys. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Before you go though, I have something for you. If you are looking to grow your audience online via social media so that you can have people getting excited about your products and reaching out to you to learn more, then you need my cheat sheet that has 50 health and wellness Facebook Live topics that will attract an audience to you. It also walks you through the secret 4-part formula that you can follow on both Facebook and Instagram that is proven to have people reaching out to you. And when you get it, I am also sending you guys an audio file for those of you who love to listen to the information on the go. You can get both of those things at www.sorayagoddard.com/podcast. Again, that's sorayagoddard.com/podcast. SORAYAGODDARD.com/podcast. Thanks so much. Chat soon.